You haven't seen your own paperwork?
Nah, I seen it, but Wack showed me. I ain't see the, I signed with Cash Money West. I don't really know about all the.
So Wack runs Cash Money West.
Exactly.
Then? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Contracts. Definition of a contract is a paper instrument detailing the understanding between two parties. Basically, what I'm gonna put in words is what we gotta abide by. It's legal and binding. The person who draws the contract usually gonna draw the contract in their favor. Now, no disrespect to nobody, his management team, or nobody like that. We ain't about that right there. But artists, understand this. When somebody gives you a contract, that motherfucker is leaning all the way in their favor. And it's not their job to put the motherfucker in your favor. This is how the game goes. You go sign the first contract, you might as well take your ass into a maximum security prison, butt naked with baby oil on your ass, because they finna get you. Why? Because that's the nature of the game. I'm sorry to tell you that. Record business is one of the coldest games in the world. Ain't nobody's job to tell you how to handle your business. If you want to sign this fucked up contract, I'm gonna give it to you. That's what lawyers come in at, to help bend that shit back to somewhere, at least where it's in the middle, where it's fair to you and it's not totally all record company and no artist. You gotta get somebody to read your shit, because your ego kick in. They show you that contract, they show you that check. They usually bring the check and the contract at the same time. There's a contract on top of the check. When it's time to sign, in that check, might not be in the envelope. Check with your name on it, your real government name, and the number in that check. And that number, when you see that number, you get to shopping in your motherfucking mind. You get to buying chains and turning up and going to the strip club and everything that you don't need to be doing at this point in your career, but your mind and took you there. Now, what they used to do back in the day, if you wanted to negotiate the contract, take the check off first and tell you, oh, it's gonna take 30 days to renegotiate the contract and to issue a new check. So now they put you under pressure in an indirect way. Also, if you remember Straight Outta Compton, the only person that didn't sign the contract because he wasn't under no pressure was Ice Cube. You see where he is today. No disrespect to nobody else. I'm just showing you what you already know through history. All right? Now, you don't sign the contract, they got to take it back to the lawyer. But if you do sign the contract, now they got you. They got you exclusively for multiple terms. They got your name and likeness. They got any logos that you own. Some of this is not bad in regards to promoting the record, but you got to be careful because you end up like Prince. Some of y'all may be a little young, but those who are old enough to remember when Prince was walking around with a funny ass symbol on his face, because he could not use his own God-given name to make music no more. He became the artist formerly known as Prince. Because he signed his contract, he was a youngster. People wasn't looking out for him. Nobody would think that a little 5'2" cat wearing fucking leggings and a guitar that jacked off would ever be a superstar. And he might not have thought it either. He just wanted to be on. He wanted somebody to put him on, so he signed the contract. And once he learned the game, now he was pissed because they ain't giving him back his masters. And like I said before, no matter how big a star you are, you probably will not be happy with your record contract. They're not designed for you to be happy. They put a big number in the front, 5, 10, 15 million, and you end up with crumbs at the end. Why? Because between them 40 pages, average contract's about 40 pages long. From the first page to the last page where you sign that, they are picking your pocket for every dime they possibly can, through promotion, through marketing, through personal appearances. All these things are charged back to your account, which means it breaks down your royalties. They living good too. Because a lot of times, they got an expense account based on your project. So everybody is partying on your dime. So when it comes time for royalty time, shit, you mad the motherfucker. You look at the contract, you realize you've been lied to. And most contracts, like I said before, are nothing but a bait and switch situation. They tell you one thing and take it away from you. Now you get your royalty checks, that motherfucker is minimum. And you mad as a motherfucker. The first thing you want to do, put hands on somebody. What I did, first time I realized I was getting fucked, I didn't put hands on nobody. I took an iron golf club and rearranged his office. Same thing you saw Cube do to Priority, I did the same thing to McCullough. Now understand this, folks. I'm not telling you that's the way they handle your business. At that time, that was a decent way to get your money. It was an acceptable means of collection. Today, you get a fucking case and you'll never get out of jail. So, before you take to crazy ass Alonzo Cubish type collection methods, take it to court. Because what happens is, 9 times out of 10, there's records, there's documentation. You can prove you owe the money. Take a little bit longer, but you can also prove, get your damages, get back paid, legal fees paid. And a lot of times, if most cats know they are fucked up, and if you sue them, they'll usually tap out with a settlement. And that's how I would recommend you do your business. Before you sign, think, man. Think. Take your ego out the contract. Artists have business managers. Take somebody with you that knows business. Don't take your real estate agent uncle to a record business meeting. Hire a lawyer. Find somebody that can speak the language of the business, understand what it's all about. That way, when your 15 minutes of fame has gone away, you still have some residual income as you get older. I'm a grown-ass man, senior citizen, baby, and I still own my masters. I still make money from my own product, and I still do all right based on stuff I did 35 years ago. I'm giving you some game. Give me some likes. Give me some shares. Follow me. This is Alonzo, the world-class grandmaster, and this is the end of How Artists Get Fucked Part 1. Oh, I got some more for you. Stay tuned.
You just witnessed another episode of Game, Grown Ass Man Enlightenment, brought to you by Alonzo, the godfather of West Coast hip hop.